Shit. Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. Shit. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle.
Yeah. We watched the ball drop, but we ain't dropped the ball. We just kept balling. You know how this goes. It's time for that culture for the streets. We getting right to it. Who really the king of Memphis? But before we get, whoever y'all think is the king of Memphis, and when I'm saying who the king of Memphis, I'm talking about between Gotti and Dolph, because I know it's some people that like Gotti, it's some people that love Gotti, it's some people that love Dolph. So let me know what y'all think in the comments, who y'all like, who y'all think the king of Memphis, Dolph or Gotti, when it comes to representation out of Memphis and the run they had and the influence they brought to Memphis. Leave it in the comments. Who is the king of Memphis? Is it Dolph? Dolph World? Is Memphis Dolph Land? Or is it CMG? But the reason I got Dolph, not Dolph, we finna talk about Dolph and Gotti. But the reason I got Gotti in the background is because everybody looking at it like, oh, because people all over the internet enjoy about get back for Dolph over the fact that Big Jook got took recently, right? So I just want to rewind this a little bit back sometimes, right? When Dolph passed, rest in peace, Paper Route Frank. I say this all the time because I'm just a paper route head. I listen to both of them, but Paper Route always been my thing. But this the thing. When Dolph passed, Gotti drop a tape. Gotti drop a some kind of showcase with the Dollar for Dollar song where he let everybody get on these verses and shot this video, brought his artists out, did another video. And you expect people, the streets, to not think that was disrespect at a time of Dolph just passing. Like, you want to be the king of Memphis. And just because I'm rooting for Paper Route don't mean I hate CMG or I got an ice grill for people in CMG, because I don't. But at a time where Dolph was mourning his family, Dolph recently had went through what he went through. Paper Route was going through what they was going through, losing their CEO. Jook riding around talking about niggas going broke, renting jewelry, renting cars, renting houses. When this entire time Dolph been gone, we've been seeing Paper Route do good. Kenny Money coming out of nowhere doing good. Jizzle, Fizzle, J Fizzle, Lil Fizzle been doing good. Key Glock been doing good. A lot of niggas. And we don't want to talk about, they don't want to talk about how good Paper Route been doing. The people that got ties to Paper Route in all these other states, in the trenches of these other states, still rocking they PRE chains like Dolph was still here. That's love, right? Look what's going on with CMG. You would think CMG would have a smoother run. Everything would be peaches and cream for CMG because Dolph out the way, right? Now, don't forget the Dollar for Dollar move. He wanted to redirect attention from Dolph, what happened to Dolph, to pay attention to this new music I'm dropping. CMG, really the movement. It's really me. It's really me. It's really me. That's what Gotti wanted, the attention. Right? So not only did he get the attention from the music and what he was trying to do by redirecting everybody's attention from what just happened to Dolph, right? And yeah, he got that attention because he did go viral at the same time. He's going viral, shifting everybody's attention to what he got going on. But at the end of the day, you still ended up with that negative energy based off what had happened and the implications of what happened to Dolph. So now back to CMG and what's going on today. We don't see them together like that. A lot of them moved out of Memphis. We don't see youngster around a lot of them all the time like that. Yeah, we seen them on tour together, but that's business. You see what I'm saying? So just because they doing business together don't mean they still got the same type of bond they had when they was trying to get the bag. Bread Gang successful. Heavy Camp successful. Gotti successful. It's a lot of success going on over there. That don't mean the bond is tight. You see what I'm saying? Whereas how we seen PRE when Dolph was alive, the unity, how tight they was, how they repped the movement, we see that 10 times more today, even though Dolph been gone for a few years. You see what I'm saying? And even in the streets, pay attention to what's going on in the streets. It's been a lot of sleeping bags given out since Dolph been gone. And I'm not saying that everybody in the city of Memphis that has had to be put in a sleeping bag was on behalf of Dolph. But what I am going to say, and what I am going to say loudly, because the internet know it, y'all know it, and the streets know it. So it ain't like I'm the first one finna say this. But at the end of the day, we all know most of the people that got implicated in Dolph's situation gone. Even some people that might have been related to some people that got implicated in the fact they had something to do with Dolph being gone. They gone. It's been a few years, bruh. They still stepping on the name of Dolph. You see what I'm saying? They still stepping for paper route entertainment. If that ain't love, listen, I'm from the streets too, right? I done lost a lot of homies. I done seen a lot of people lose some of their homies. I done seen people lose their closest friends. Like I tell niggas every day in the streets, nigga, you good for one t-shirt. Something happened to you, you gone, they show up to the funeral dressed. After the funeral, they rocking your spray painted face and your picture on these t-shirts. When that t-shirt fade and it's time to go in the garbage and it's to the point where it's too damaged to be worn, niggas don't go get another $10 t-shirt and take it to the place to get your face put back on it. Niggas don't renew your t-shirt, nigga. So you be worth one $10 t-shirt. This ain't the case for Dolph. It ain't about being put on a t-shirt for the first week of you being gone and people missing you for 7 days after the fact. Man, the streets is tearing. People in the streets of Memphis that got love for Dolph, they outside flipping the city upside down about how they feel about Dolph. And the fact he ain't here no more. And the fact that it's some niggas responsible for what happened to him. Right? So when we get into the talking about who got the love in Memphis, who the king of Memphis, like who the streets got the most respect for, and we see the abundance of love in the streets for. Listen, I'm just being honest when I see this. It's niggas that got ties to CMG that's moving out of Memphis. They getting the fuck up out of there because they don't even want no issues with that. They don't want to be tied to it. They don't want no parts of it. They know it's really tearing Memphis apart. Not that Memphis wasn't already under siege. You see what I'm saying? But when we talk about Paper Route Frank, though, when we talk about Big Paper Route Frank, when we talk about Big Flipper, when we talk about Dolph, when we talk about King of South Memphis, Dolphland, Castalia, a Castalia hustler, born and bred. We talking about Dolph. Take a look at Dolph. We gonna just take 2-3 seconds to look at this in the back. To understand this man been gone for a few years now. And people still love this man music. Some people built up a certain type of hatred for people that's responsible for what happened to Young Dolph. It's a separation in the city of Memphis behind Young Dolph. He fed a lot of young niggas. And when I say fed, just look at Paper Route. And we talking about rap game where niggas play CEO and they got 20 niggas walking behind him looking like they just ready to jump somebody because they damn sure don't be looking like they get no money. Not like him. Look at Meek Mill. Look at Dream Chasers. It might be 2 niggas behind him got necklaces on. The rest of them niggas look like they ride dirt bikes. You feel me? We talking about Dolph. Everybody was VV down. Everybody was throwing 20, 30, 40 bands in their mouth. He was giving niggas cars. Everybody looked good. Everybody had their own money. That's how you feed your circle. And then niggas wonder why. Niggas will go outside and flip a car. First of all, let me tell you this. Because the niggas that decided to put this plan together to take Dolph away from us, right? They did it in the sloppiest manner possible for the money they did it for, right? For the alleged money that they did it for, they did it in the sloppiest manner. You didn't even get to enjoy the money. You went shopping for a week and then went to jail. And then the ones that didn't go to jail got put in the sleeping bag. So you tell me who really won. Whereas they didn't call Big Jook slipping. We talking about somebody grew up in the house with Yo Gotti. This his blood brother. They caught Jook slipping. Was on his bumper the entire time he was in Memphis. Caught up with that man. Made sure the job was done. Got away. It's already been a longer time than it has for the Dolph situation where they had already had specific suspects that they was knowing who they finna go after right now. Man, the car didn't have no tags on it. They don't know who truck it was. All they know is what kind of truck it was. What no tags to trace back to nobody. No suspects. They can assume any damn thing at this point. So unless something happened and a nigga get to talking, somebody tell, something like that, somebody slip up somewhere down the line where they pick up on that and get on somebody bumper. These niggas done got away with it. So not only did they step for Dolph, nigga, they ain't on TV flashing money and acting funny and shooting videos, talking about duck or stepped on, we got you, ha ha, none of that. And we ain't seeing nothing on the internet where they like, we got 2 suspects, we got 2 suspects in mind, we going to get them, we looking, none. Meanwhile, It's been some sleeping bags filled up behind Dolph. It's pressure on the ones responsible for Dolph. And if you run with the ones responsible for Dolph, they ain't just saying they got love for Dolph. They really showing you how much love they really got for Dolph. Now, what I will tell you is what y'all finna see, just how much love they really got for Jook in them streets, because this just happened. This just happened. So now it's time for them to get to stepping. Because if we don't start seeing somebody get flipped, we don't see some cars get flipped, there go your answer right there who the king of Memphis is. Because if they ain't gonna have the same energy niggas got on behalf of Dolph for Jook on his side, when Jook really was the nigga outside the most, they damn sure ain't gonna have that type of love for Gotti if something happened to him. And I'm not saying I want something to happen to him. I'm just saying if they don't show Jook no real love in them streets, and you know what I'm talking about, street niggas know what I'm talking about, then we know Gotti gonna reciprocate the same thing. So who really the king of Memphis? Leave it in the comments. Let me know who y'all think the king of Memphis is, because from my opinion, it ain't nothing else to say. From my opinion, you know who the king of Memphis. I'm out of here.